Just confirm, my dear friends, whether I am audible and visible to all of you. So, good afternoon, friends. My dear friends, good afternoon to all of you. How are you all doing? I, CA Pratik Neme, welcome all of you to Zest Learning. Indeed, a warm welcome for this batch of CA final. This is our session number 4, and I hope that you have understood all the things that we have discussed till this point of time. And I'm quite sure, guys, I'm properly audible and visible to all of you. Just confirm. Yes, wonderful. So, have you understood all the things? Section 9, scope of supply. Rather, Section 7, scope of supply. Section 8, taxability of composite and mixed supply. Section 9, levy and collection of GST. Have you understood levy and collection of GST? Section 9 of CGST Act and Section 5 of IGST Act. So after doing that 9, yes, we had also done to some extent, you had done ITC, how to use that ITC and how to, use ITC to pay output tax. And with that, we have proved, we have done section 53 and proved how the dual model in GST works. So have you got it, Ashima ji, how the dual model in GST works? Yesterday, at the close of the session, you said that you will do some self analysis. So have you done that? Are you ready for today's session? Are you ready for new section? New section that we are going to do today is section 15 of CGST Act, that is how to calculate value of supply. So are you all set? Just quickly let me know so that we can start with that discussion of section 15. Yes, sir. Ready. Very nice to know that. So, section 15 of CGST Act. What is that? How to calculate value of supply. How to calculate value of supply. Okay, in your section 9 of CGST Act, it was said that the value of supply will be as per section 15, and on this value the rate of GST as notified shall be applied. So don't you think it is our duty to find out value of supply? So section 15 says value of supply, that is assessable value. Value of supply means what? Value of supply means assessable value. The value on which GST shall be chargeable. Suppose I am selling you these goods, this mouse I am selling you, then what will be the assessable value? That is the value on which GST shall be charged. So that is discussed in section 15 of CGST Act. So listen carefully what section 15 says. Section 15 subsection 1 says that assessable value shall be transaction value. What shall be assessable value? Assessable value shall be transaction value. Very important topic from perspective of CA final. Okay, this particular topic, including the rules, will have weightage of 10 marks minimum in your exam. Okay, so follow this properly. As per subsection 1, assessable value shall be transaction value. Transaction value means what? That is price actually paid. Price actually paid or payable. Paid or payable for supply of goods. For supply of goods or services or both. Is it clear to all of you? What is assessable value? Assessable value shall be nothing but transaction value. Transaction value means price actually paid or payable for supply of goods or services or both. So suppose I am selling this to you for 500, then 500 becomes transaction value. That is 500 becomes accessible value, and on 500 GST will be chargeable. But for AV to be equal to TV, two conditions are to be satisfied. Okay, two conditions are to be satisfied. So two conditions to be satisfied. What are the conditions to be satisfied? Supplier and recipient of supply should not be related to each other. If I am selling you these goods, then me and you should not be related to each other. Okay, so first condition is supplier and recipient of supply should not be related to each other. Should not be related to each other. Is the condition absolutely clear to all of you? Supplier and recipient of supply should not be related to each other. And secondly, price should be sole consideration for the supply. Price should be sole. Sole means only consideration for the supply. Is it 100% clear to all of you? So, what happens if supplier and recipient of supply are related to each other? Then you can't take AV as TV. Okay, and if price is not the only consideration, again AV cannot be taken as TV. What is the meaning of the fact that price is not sole consideration? Suppose Ashima ji, you go to a shop to buy iPhone and you are buying iPhone 16, which is supposed for 90,000. Okay, which is for 90,000, and you are buying that iPhone for 90,000. So there is no problem that 90,000 is accessible value. I am assuming that it is 90,000 plus GST. Clear? Now, second example, you're going with your old iPhone, and as a shopkeeper, I accept your old iPhone and I give you new iPhone for say 75,000. So now that 75,000 is not sole consideration, because as a shopkeeper I got old iPhone and I got 75,000 rupees. So price of 75,000 is not sole consideration. Did you get the point? So in short, for AV to be equal to TV, price should be sole consideration. So if you are giving me old iPhone plus 75,000, then 75,000 cannot be taken as accessible value. Is it absolutely clear to all of you? The conditions of section 15.1 for taking AV as TV? Yes, sir. Going ahead, subsection 2. So what does 15.2 say? 15.2 says what TV shall include. So it talks about inclusions. It talks about inclusions in transaction value. What TV shall include? Shall we discuss what TV shall include? So TV shall include A, taxes. What it shall include? Any kind of taxes, but other than GST. So shall I give you two examples of this? What TV shall include? it shall include any taxes but other than GST. Can I give you two examples for this? Example number one, suppose you buy a motor car, you buy a car and the price of that car is 10 lakh rupees. But I say there are some road taxes. There are some road taxes, say 2 lakh rupees. So now assessable value will be 12 lakh rupees. Did you get my point? Motor car was at 10 lakh excluding GST and there were road taxes of 2 lakh rupees. Now assessable value is 12 lakh because assessable value is supposed to include taxes other than GST. Is it 100% clear to all of you? Then I will tell you one more example. A practicing CA, suppose a practicing CA charged rupees 1,18,000 as fees which includes GST at 18%. So can you tell me what is the assessable value? So here you must have understood that 1,18,000 is equal to 118. 100 assessable value plus GST of 18. So you have to subtract GST element. How will you calculate GST element? Okay, just let me explain you. You know 118, rather 1,18,000 is equal to 118. So GST of 18 is how much? So GST of 18 will be 1,18,000 into 18 upon 118, which is rupees 18,000. Getting it? So therefore your assessable value will be 1,18,000 minus 18,000 equal to rupees 1 lakh. Did you all understand? Assessable value or transaction value is supposed to exclude GST. Is the point absolutely clear to all of you? And it is supposed to include any taxes other than GST. Okay? Chalo. Shall we go ahead, friends? Are you all with me? Did you understand clause A of section 15, subsection 2? Yes, sir. 100%. Very good. Let's go ahead to clause B. This is now clause B. What is clause B saying? What you should include? You should include any amount incurred by recipient of supply. Who has incurred the amount? Amount is incurred by recipient of supply on behalf of supplier. Okay, let me explain you with example as usual, but in general you must have guessed what the point is talking about. Suppose A sells to B some goods for say 10 lakh rupees. For say 10 lakh rupees. Okay, so A is our supplier, B is our recipient of supply. Okay, now A instructed B, A instructed B to X, to pay X rupees 1 lakh on behalf of A, on behalf of A. So friends, now tell me, B has given A benefit of how much? B has given A benefit of rupees 10 lakh, which is the price of goods, plus rupees 1 lakh. Why? Because A, A was owing to one party X. A was payable to X 1 lakh rupees. But who paid it? Who paid it? B paid it. So B gave benefit of totally 11 lakh rupees to A. Do you agree? Yes or no, Ashima ji? Just let me know. Did you get this point? So accessible value shall be rupees 11 lakh. It will include any amount incurred by recipient of supply on behalf of supplier. Let me know, is the point clear to you? Wonderful, wonderful. Then comes clause C. So any type of indirect amounts that supply would have recovered from recipient of supply, they are supposed to be included in the TV. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen? Otherwise, there will be undervaluation. So government is taking all the efforts to stop that type of undervaluation. Okay. Now, clause C. Any expenses which are dash, any expenses which are incidental to supply, which are what? Which are incidental to supply. What's the meaning of the word incidental? Let's try to understand. What happens? One machine is sold. One machine is sold for rupees 10 lakhs. Okay. Now on this machine there are packing charges. On this machine there are packing charges of 50,000. There is a transport cost of say 25,000. Okay, there are designing charges of this machine. There are designing charges of this machine 1 lakh. Are you getting my point? So as a supplier, I am charging all these things to you. So these things are called as incidental expenses. These are all expenses which are incidental for the supply of machine. For supply of machine to happen, these are incurred, so they will form part of accessible value. So what is your accessible value in such case? So accessible value in such cases, can you check, it's coming to 11 lakh 75,000. Did you all get it, guys? Did you understand 100% that what TV shall include? TV shall include A, B, C. A. Taxes other than GST. B. Amount incurred by recipient of supply on behalf of supplier. And C. Any expenses which are incidental to supply. Are these points absolutely clear to all of you? May I go to D clause. Yes, sir. Go to D clause. You will include interest, late fees, penalty, etc. Interest, late fees, penalties, etc. paid by recipient of supply, paid by recipient of supply to supplier for delay in payment, for delay in payment. Did you understand this point? What happened? What happened is, say A sold to B a machine. A sold to B a machine for rupees 10 lakh. Okay, B paid interest. B paid interest to A of rupees 10,000 as there was a delay in payment. As there was a delay in payment. So what should happen, friends? So this 10,000 will now form part of assessable value. Now assessable value shall be 10 lakh 10,000. Government says any interest, late fees, penalty, by whatever name you call it, if you recover such amount from recipient of supply, that shall be counted in the assessable value. Okay. So government does not want to take a risk. They are saying anything you are recovering from recipient of supply, even if it is in the form of interest, late fees, penalty, they should form part of assessable value. Is it clear, all of you? Shall we go ahead? Can we go to clause E now? The most critical clause in this section 15, subsection 2. So section 15, subsection 2, clause E. And immediately I will show you exam questions also on this. Are you ready for clause E? Clause E says include any subsidies. What to include? Any subsidies which are linked to price of goods. We have to include any subsidies which are linked to price of goods but other than central government and state government subsidies. Did you get this point? I'll tell you a detailed example on this. Pay attention. Suppose e-vehicle is being sold. E-vehicle is being sold for 10 lakh rupees. Okay. There is one question. Yes. There is one question asked by Ashima. I'll just answer that. Sir, in clause B, A will receive 9 lakh net. Then why 11 lakh is taxable? No. It's not like that in clause B. In clause B, what's happening? 10 lakh rupees will be recovered by A from B. Along with that, okay, 1 lakh rupees will be paid by B to X on behalf of A. Okay, so over and above 10 lakhs, that 1 lakh will be paid by B to to X. Did you get my point? So it's not that now 9 lakh will be received by A. 10 lakh is received for goods. Apart from that, 1 lakh is paid by B on behalf of A. So it is in addition to that 10 lakh. So that 1 lakh gets added in the 10 lakhs and 11 lakh becomes assessable value. Is the point clear, Ashimaji? Just confirm to me so that I can go ahead. Yes, wonderful. So coming back to subsidies, yes, keep on asking such doubts. Coming back to subsidies, the vehicle was supposed to be sold for 10 lakh rupees. Now what happened? Central government came up with a subsidy on this. So what is the effect of giving subsidy? If subsidy is given, price of that goods goes down for the end consumer. Say central government gave a subsidy of 2 lakh rupees. So by 2 lakh, the price went down and now the price of goods for end consumer is 8 lakh rupees. Do you agree with me? Now, also NGO wants to give one subsidy. Also NGO, that is non-government organization, or you can say any person other than central state government, gave a subsidy. That subsidy was 1 lakh rupees. Now friends, can you tell me what is net price after subsidies? What is net price after subsidies for end consumer? Is the net price after subsidies for end consumer 7 lakh rupees? Do you all agree with me on this? So end consumer will pay 7 lakh rupees. Is it clear till this point? Question is, what is the assessable value? That is the question. Can you answer that question? What is the assessable value in this case? Yes, friends. So, for sure, 7 lakh. But AV shall include any subsidies linked to the price of the goods other than central and state government subsidies. So, you are supposed to include this subsidy. I'll tell you logic. You will add this subsidy of 1 lakh, which is other than central and state government subsidy. So you will be paying GST on rupees 8 lakhs. 8 lakhs becomes your assessable value. Okay. Why so? Why so? See, government says we don't trust anyone else's subsidies. Means they could be fake subsidies. So we want to collect GST on them. Okay. So in short, as a thumb rule, what you should do? As a thumb rule, you should add other than government subsidy. You should add other than government subsidy. Okay, and you should let go. Let go means neglect government subsidy. Which government subsidy? Neglect CG and SG subsidy. Okay, I'll tell you now what exactly is happening. What exactly is happening? Let me tell you. Suppose, Ashima, you went to buy this electric car. Okay, you went to buy this electric vehicle. They explained you that price of this vehicle is 10 lakh. Okay, then they told you, but don't worry, central government is going to give subsidy of 2 lakhs. So for you, the price will be 8 lakhs. Clear? Yes. Now, understand one thing. If for a moment assume there is no GST on NGO subsidy also, or other than government subsidy also, assume for a moment there is no GST. Okay. So, you will try to negotiate the price. You will try to decrease the price as possible. As far as possible, you will try to decrease the price, isn't it? So, what will happen? You will say that 1 lakh rupees subsidy minus, I will pay GST only on 7 lakh. Clear? Suppose that is the case, then as a showroom manager, suppose I know that I have to exclude NGO subsidy also. Assume for a moment NGO subsidy also excluded. So what I will tell you that, madam, do one thing, pay donation to our company, means to our NGO. Company has one NGO connected, pay them donation. That donation, that NGO will give to the company as a subsidy. So what happened in short? You ended up paying 8 lakh rupees. In short, you ended up paying 8 lakh rupees, 7 lakh to the shopkeeper and 1 lakh to the NGO. You ended up paying 8 lakh. Okay, but you paid GST only on 7 lakhs. Getting it? So government says that this type of subsidies given by other than central and state government could be fake. They could be fake subsidies just introduced to reduce the assessable value. So we will not allow it to be excluded. So we want to include them. Did you understand? So government says include such subsidies which are other than central and state government subsidies and which are unnecessarily reducing the price. Did you understand? And how was your 7 lakh? 7 lakh price was net of subsidies. Net of subsidies means after all subsidies. So you had to include other than government subsidies. So we added it. And you had to exclude government subsidies, and government subsidy was already excluded. Did you understand? Ashima, 100%. Did you get the point? So it's a very, very critical point. And anytime question of valuation is asked in the exam, I have seen that subsidies point will be 100% present. So quickly confirm whether it is clear to you. Now, going for last subsection for today, section 15, subsection 3. Then we'll go for a lot of sums on these issues, and tomorrow we will go to rules. Okay, rules exclusively at final level. You did not have any rules at your intermediate level. Okay, so what is 15.3? 15.3 is exclusions. Exclusions while computing transaction value. Do you agree with me? What is 15.3? Exclusions while computing transaction value. What you will exclude is only one thing, discounts. What you are supposed to exclude? Discounts. Which discounts? discounts which are given before or at the time of supply. Before or at the time of supply. This is your discount mentioned in clause A. And you also exclude that discount. See, do you recover the amount to the extent of discount? Do you recover the amount to the extent of discount from the buyer? No, you don't recover. So simple, exclude it. So what is the example of discount which is given before or at the time of supply? So example is trade discount. Okay, say the goods are sold for rupees 1 lakh. Okay, and I say TD, trade discount 50%, 50,000. So therefore, accessible value will be 50,000. Did you get my point, guys? Did you understand this? So only one thing, only one condition, such discount should be recorded. Where? In the invoice. Should be recorded in the invoice. Did you understand? So this discount, this type of discount will be excluded while computing accessible value. Shall we go ahead? What is B clause? You will exclude that discount which is given after supply. Which discount you have to exclude? You have to exclude that discount which is given after supply. What is the example of such discount? Cash discount, quantity discount, any type of fancy name can be given, but point is that this discount is given after supply. So you have to exclude it. Okay. Say goods are sold at 50,000. Okay, this same example continue. The goods are sold for 50,000, but afterwards cash discount is given of say 2,000 rupees. So now accessible value will be 48,000, provided this cash discount can be subtracted, provided some terms and conditions, some conditions are satisfied. So can I go ahead and tell you what conditions are to be satisfied to exclude cash discount? Did you understand? Now, if you have to minus, tell me one thing, giving which and subtracting which discount is simple? The discount which is of 15.3A or 15.3B, which discount is simple to be subtracted? So it is simple to subtract discount which is given before supply. No complication involved. But if discount is given after supply, then there are a lot of complications involved. Why, I will tell you. So see, what I am discussing now, conditions. Conditions to be satisfied to exclude discount which is given, yes friends, which is given after supply. Yes, that is of section 15 subsection 3 clause B. What conditions should be satisfied? Number 1, terms of discount means the fact that discount will be given. The fact that discount will be given, that terms of discount should exist at the time of supply. Did you understand? It should not be a haphazard discount. It should not be discount given at the last moment. It should be defined. That discount will be given, say if you pay in 15 days. It should be defined that discount will be given if you buy so and so many quantity of goods from us. So in short, terms of discount should exist at the time of supply. Secondly, discount should be relatable to an invoice. Discount should be relatable to an invoice. Means what? It should be known that supplier is giving discount exactly against which invoice. Okay, it should be known. And third condition, input tax credit as is attributable to the discount is reversed by recipient of supply. Means what? Means what? Thank you so much. Account wala is wishing me happy birthday. Actually, it's not my birthday, but still I will accept the wishes. Thank you so much. Okay, so it's a long story. Nahi, it's not my birthday, Ashima. There are some students from face-to-face batch who keep on wishing me happy birthday daily. Only they know the logic. Okay, my birthday is on 8th of September. Yes. Chalo. So ITC as is attributable to discount, okay, is reversed by recipient of supply. Okay. Yes, I also miss the batch. All face-to-face batches are being missed. Yes. So I'll give you one example, friends. See this one example. Do you remember A sold goods to B for rupees 50,000? So what happened when A sold goods to B for rupees 50,000? Assume there was a GST at 18% amounting to 9,000. So invoice value is 59,000. Do you agree with me on this? This is called as invoice value. Any doubt in this? No doubt. So A has sold goods to B for 50,000. GST is 9,000. Can I say that for A, the output tax is rupees 9,000? And can I say for B, the ITC is rupees 9,000? Can I say that? Suppose this transaction took place on 19th of December 2024. What document did you make for doing this transaction? You made a document called as invoice. Any doubt till this point? Clear, all of you till this point? Okay, I'll take a moment and I'll tell you what happened in the books of A. In the books of A, who sold the goods, entry was something like this. He has sold the goods. So entry was something like this. B's account debit to sales to output tax. Do you agree with me? B's account debit 59,000 to sales 50,000 to output tax 9,000. Do you agree with me on this? Yes or no? Yes. In B's books, what was the entry in B's books? In B's books, it was purchase account debit, isn't it? ITC account debit, purchase account debit, ITC account debit to A's account. So was it like this? 50,000, 9,000, 59,000. Have you all understood till this point? This was what was happening in books of accounts of A and B. Clear? Now, can I tell you what happened as discount was given? When discount was given, document issued was credit note. Say the discount was given on 1st Jan 2025. So credit note was given of 2000 plus 360, 2360. Who gave the credit note to whom? A gave the credit note to B. Supplier gave the credit note to recipient of supply. Do you want to see what is the effect of this in the books of accounts? In A's books, what happened in A's books? A gave the discount. So discount is an expense. So discount account debit. Isn't it? It's an expense. He gave a discount of 2000. Now what happened? Output tax account is also debited because discount will be excluded from the value. So discount will reduce the value. So discount will reduce your output tax also by rupees 360. So output tax gets a debit. And friends, to B's account. To B's account how much? 2360. Did you understand the point? What will happen in B's books? In B's books, this is discount received. And can you see, as far as A is concerned, A is crediting B's account. Therefore, document issued is credit note. Now, in B's books, B has got the discount. So, from A, so it will be A's account debit to discount. It is discount received. So, it is discount received of 2000. But don't forget, ITC what he had taken of 9,000, from that to ITC account, he will have to reverse ITC to the extent of 360. So this is what we are talking about. ITC attributable to discount should be reversed by recipient of supply. You agree that B is recipient of supply? So ITC attributable to discount should be reversed by recipient of supply. On discount of 2000 at 18%, 360 rupees you are going to reverse. Is it clear, Ashimaji? And all my students watching recorded, is it absolutely clear to all of you? Shall we go ahead? Did you understand all the points discussed till this? Yes, I can see about 50 minutes we are discussing section 15 subsection 1, 2 and 3. If this discussion is clear to all of you, I can go to sums based on this. So absolutely no need to read in this case the wordings, because I've already covered all possible wordings for you of the Bare Act. So only where required I'll take you to the wordings of Bare Act. Clear? Shall we solve few questions and then complete today's session? Are you all with me? Crystal clear. Thank you so much, Ashimaji. Questions will give you further edge. Okay. I have planned at least 3 questions on this to be solved. So you will solve it in your sums notebook. Go to first question. Better to go step by step. Go to first question. From the following information, determine value of taxable supply as per provisions of section 15 of CGST Act. Okay, today I have given you the link of this notes in the drive. Yes, in the drive you will see we have wonderfully maintained Excel file also showing session wise details. Yes, so how is that Excel file? Did you like it? Session number, topic and minutes. That is the duration. So in that topic, I have tried to give detail of what all we covered in that session along with the heading of that topic. So every time for revision, you have to refer to any session, it becomes very easy. Okay, and I have put all the notes also in that particular drive. So yes, let's see. Contracted value of supply of goods is 11 lakh. But how is this contracted value? This contracted value is including GST at 18%. But contracted value of supply includes the following. Following is included. You tell me whether it should have been included or excluded. Cost of primary packing. Include or exclude? Cost of primary packing 15 to C. Incidental expense include. And you know it is already included, so no effect. Cost of protective packing include. All types of packing include, they are incidental to supply. Design and engineering charges again 15 to C include. All these 3 items are supposed to be forming part of TV and they are already forming part of that 11 lakhs. Clear? All of you? So no effect. Then other information says commission paid to agent by recipient on instruction of supplier. So friends, this is going towards 15 to B, amount incurred by recipient of supply on behalf of supplier, isn't it? And then freight and insurance charges paid by recipient on behalf of supplier. Again, paid by recipient on behalf of supplier, it is also 15(2)(b). So these two things you will have to include. So can you add them and tell me what is the accessible value? Start with 11 lakhs, add 5,000, add 75,000. You will be getting 11 lakh 80,000. That 11 lakh 80,000 is equal to 118 because 100 plus 18 GST. So 18 is how much? Calculate. 18 is how much? You will get how much? 1 lakh 80,000. Do the cross multiplication. No? 11 lakh 80,000 into 18 by 118. You will get 1 lakh 80,000. So do 11 lakh 80,000 minus 1 lakh 80,000. 11 lakh 80,000 minus 1 lakh 80,000, final accessible value is 10 lakh rupees. Okay. Now, generally, many of you will have one counter question. You will have one doubt. Maybe you will have this doubt immediately, or you will have this doubt after we complete the question, or when you do self study. At that time you will have this doubt. Doubt is like this, that sir, actually speaking, 11 lakh is given as including GST at 18%, but we are taking 1180 as including GST of 18%. Why so? Isn't it? So understand one thing, 5,000 and 75,000 is recovered separately. On that, GST is not recovered separately. So how do we understand that? How do we understand that? First tell me, what was the terms of supply? Means, when I was going to sell the goods, what was the term of supply? Was it going to be including GST or excluding GST? So it was going to be including GST. Do you all agree with me? Yes, sir. So on 5,000 and 75,000, which you are recovering as a supplier from recipient of supply, on that will you collect 18% separate GST? No, sir. On that we will not recover 18% separate GST, because whatever amount we are going to recover, that is going to be including GST. That's why full 11 lakh 80,000 is including GST. Did you get the point, Ashima ji? So write down question number 1. Value of supply. Yes. So I'll give you that point in writing also, so that if you forget it in future, there should not be any problem. Give the heading computation of, see, you part has happened, understanding part has happened, retention part will happen on daily basis. You will keep on revising from your provisions and concepts notebook, and this is P part, presentation part. Computation of accessible value, that is transaction value under section 15 of CGST Act 2017. Is the heading clear to all of you? Yes, sir. Heading is absolutely clear. Particulars and amount in terms of rupees. Particulars and amount in terms of rupees. Start with A point. What is your A point? A point is your contracted value of supply of goods. Is your contracted value of supply of goods 11 lakh rupees? Yes, sir. It is 11 lakh rupees. B point, add. In add, subpoint 1. What is subpoint 1 in add? Commission paid to agent commission paid to agent by recipient on behalf of supplier. Commission paid to agent by recipient on behalf of supplier. So it is 5,000. Are you all getting 5,000? And subpoint 2, freight and insurance paid by recipient freight and insurance paid by recipient on instruction of supplier. Am I getting 75,000? Am I getting total? Therefore, total value. But how is the total value? It is including GST. So getting 11 lakh 80,000. All of you getting 11 lakh 80,000. All of you with me. Less GST at the rate of 18%. So do one thing, 11 lakh 80,000 into 18 divided by 118, you know it is 1 lakh 80,000, minus it, therefore get assessable value. Assessable value is rupees 10 lakhs. So once you get 10 lakhs, say D in the chat window. I'll tell you what notes to write. P, when I say presentation, that also includes notes. Yes, Ashima is saying done. So we will go ahead now. Write down notes. You'll be surprised to see the notes, but they are absolutely as per ICI standards. First note, as per section 15, subsection 1 of CGST Act 2017, assessable value shall be transaction value that is price actually paid or payable for supply of goods or services or both, where supplier and recipient of supply are not related to each other, are not related to each other, and price is sole consideration for such supply. So this is standard note that will come up for every question of value of supply. Is it clear to all of you? May I go to second note? Second note. What is second note? As per section 15 subsection 2 clause C of CGST Act 2017, transaction value shall include any expenses which are incidental to supply, which are incidental to supply. Did you get the point? Which are incidental to supply. Therefore, packing costs and designing and engineering charges are to be included. Are to be included. Okay, full stop. Continue. Since they are already forming part, since they are already forming part of rupees 11 lakhs, no adjustment is required for the same. No adjustment is required for the same. Is it absolutely clear to all of you? Third point, Ashima ji, is it clear? The second note. Third point, as per section 15, subsection 2, clause B of CGST Act, transaction value, very good, transaction value shall include any amount incurred by recipient of supply on behalf of supplier. Did you get this point? So saying a simple thing. I'm saying a simple thing that you write here note 3. Where? Here. You just mention note 3. So you don't have to do any further justification. Here also you say note 3. Did you all get it? Shall we go ahead? One more note is required. Can you tell me that note is for what? Here for GST you will need one note, isn't it? So last note for this sum, as per section 15 subsection 2 clause A of CGST Act 2017, transaction value shall include any taxes other than GST. Clear? Hence, GST amount has to be deducted from given value given value as the said value is including GST. Is it 100% clear to all of you? Say see in the chat window as you complete this. All figures or all figures or amounts recovered from ROS recipient of supply are are including GST in this case. No separate GST is recovered from recipient of supply. Therefore, rupees 75,000 and rupees 5,000 are also including GST. I hope all of you got it. Yes. So, Ashima ji, can we go to next question? The last question for today. It's almost 1 hour 12 minutes since we started this session. So I think we should do one question and then we should stop for today. And for tomorrow, the agenda will be further questions on this plus starting with the rules. So rules which you have not at all done at intermediate level. So I am going to go to one document which I referred to yesterday also. There is one Vayu's question. Vayu, you search for that. Yes, see this Vayu Limited's question asked in May 2018 for 5 marks. Are you with me? So as usual, what I will do, Ashima ji, I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay, the question is properly visible to you. I'll give you 2 minutes. Read the question. Try giving me the answer. Don't do the presentation. Do it on your calci and try giving me the answer. I'll not say anything for next 2 minutes. Waiting for your answer. Take your time. Okay. You are saying 8 lakh, sorry, 87,300 is your answer. Okay, let us check. Let us check whether this is the answer. Let's see. Those watching recorded also should try it. Okay. See, Vayu Limited provides you following particulars relating to goods supplied by it to Agni Limited. List price of goods excluding taxes and discount is 76,000. So that's the starting point. Special packing at request of customer to be charged to the customer. Okay. So it is said it will be charged to the customer. So 76 does not include it, but it should be included because it is adjustment, it is incidental expense. Okay, have you done this correctly? Duty levied by local authority. So please include it. Taxes other than GST 15(2)(a). CGST and SGST charged. Exclude it. It is already excluded. So no effect. Just check whether you have done it like this. Then comes showstopper subsidy from NGO. So other than government subsidy, include it. And of course, price is after subsidy. You'll have to include it as per 15(2)(e). Okay, so how much you are getting? 76,000 plus 5,000, 81,000 plus 4,000, 85,000 plus 5,000, 90,000, and there is a 3% discount on list price of goods. So friends, you had to calculate 76,000 into 3%. What is 76,000 into 3%? Check. 76,000 into 3%. Are you getting 2280? Your discount should be 2280 minus 2280 from 90,000 and tell me, is your answer 87 720. Very good. 87 720 was revised answer given by Ashima. Well done, Ashima. Absolutely correct. Wonderful. So see, at first instance, you have solved the question of CA final. Hats off to you. Very good understanding. Well done. So can you go ahead and present this? Even though you have got correct answer, go ahead and present this. This is question 2 of valuation. Well done, Ashima. Once you are done with this, once you are done with this, I mean, no, Ashima, it's your efforts, your sincerity. So, yes, this type of confidence you're going to get in each and every topic. That is my promise to you. You just keep on attending. That's my promise to you. You will say D in the chat window when you want me to show the notes. Okay, wonderful. Go ahead and write the notes. Can you see? There are these 5 notes. Can you complete this 5 notes? First note is of 15.1 as usual. Second note is for expenses which are incidental to supply. I hope you have given the reference of the note numbers here. So there is no need to explain anything further. Then next note is for taxes other than GST. Next note is for subsidies. And lastly, the note is for discount. Follow this. As you complete it, say see in the chat window. Oh ho! So you are the Thanos. Steven is Thanos. Okay. Nice to know that. So as you completed Ashima ji, let me know. You answering the question yourself has proved that you have understood this topic till this point. So I'm very glad about it. Yes, Ashima, you are on to which note now? Okay, take your time, but everything needs to be completed in class itself. Easily, you would have scored 5 out of 5 marks in this, giving correct answers and touching on all the notes. Waiting for you, Ashima. I hope all those who are watching recordings are also completing along with me the sums notebook systematically. Okay, so Ashima is saying done. I hope all of you have completed this. So, friends, thank you so much for being part of this session. It's really always wonderful to guide you all. You all are really very bright students. We always live to our motto arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Okay, so please understand this sentence arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. That is what we have to do at final level. You know, give your everything for being chartered accountant. It is worth it, friends. Okay, so yes, in this batch, we are moving ahead very smoothly. This was our fourth session. Okay, our fifth session will be conducted tomorrow. So you will get notification for that. Okay, on our WhatsApp groups, it will be sent to you. So please do keep on following the sessions. If you want to be part of the regular batch, simple thing you have to do, you have to get connected on this contact number 9028 777 You please do subscribe to our channel CA Pratik Neve and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of the important sessions. So friends, this is our batch going on for 2025 exams. Let it be May 25, November 25 onwards. These exams, for these exams, this is a batch of IDT that is going on. This is main batch. This will go for 150 hours. Okay. And all other details of the batch you will get on this contact number. And of course, you are going to get recordings of this batch valid for 1 year, unlimited views. Okay, along with that you will get all the notes. Okay, as well as all required support in the form of mock test as well as doubt solving. So this contact number is the one stop solution for you all. So thank you so much. I'll see you in next session. Till then, keep studying and keep smiling. Bye bye. Take care. See you all in next session.